Welcome to Isa Show. Welcome to Isa Show. Now, you can't get mad at me for doing that accent because that's from a fantastical country I made up in my head. It's not, in fact, a tiny little Asian man or woman, as a lot of you probably thought it was, and maybe you're the racists. You may have remembered, I'm sure you do, the Russiagate, Russia hoax, Russian collusion, the Mueller report, the entire investigation, the impeachment, all of this surrounding our former president, Donald J. Trump. And you may remember that a certain network, there were a couple, but a certain network was really leading the way. CNN, baby. CNN every day, day in, day out, was pumping this Trump-Russia hoax, even though they knew there was nothing to it. Van Jones said it was nothing burger.
What do you think's going to happen this week? I mean, with the whole Russia thing.
The Russia thing is just a big nothing burger.
Really?
Project Veritas got Charlie Chester talking about propaganda, and the gentleman that, again, in my Charlie Chester video, I forgot his name, and I'm forgetting it again. But the other gentleman who worked for CNN that said it was all about ratings, that they really had nothing to this. Well, now here we are again. CNN, the world's leader in news, the leading name in news, something like that they say, right? It's all bullshit, so I don't pay attention. Let's go to their story. Durham issues fresh round of subpoenas in his continuing probe of the FBI investigation into Trump and Russia. Special counsel John Durham has issued a new set of subpoenas, including a law firm with close ties to Hillary Clinton's 2016 campaign. An indication that Durham could be trying to build a much larger case, according to people briefed on the matter. So far, Durham's 2-year probe into Russia's FBI's Russia investigation hasn't brought about the cases Republicans hoped it would. So now, was it Perkin Coie is the law firm that the Hillary Clinton administration paid during their campaign for several services. This is also the same law firm that I believe paid, was it Michael Sussman? Well, let's not just guess here. I was going to bring this up later, but I could go ahead and use it now. I want to shout out to the Liberal Hive Mind, which is one of my favorite YouTube channels. This chart, which I couldn't find anywhere else, so I stole it right from his YouTube video. Here we go. Target Trump. Okay. We got Hillary Clinton, Democratic candidate for president in 2016. Perkins Coie. She paid them, law firm paid by campaign for various services. And here we go. Yes. Perkins Coie also paid Michael Sussman, the lawyer with Perkins Coie, he was with them specifically. Okay. So he introduced Tech Executive 1 to the FBI trying to sell the computer story. He's been charged with lying to investigators because he said he was working on his own. When he came forward with information that he thought there was this connection between, this backdoor connection between the Trump organization and this bank in Russia, which was basically a Putin front. This is where it all came from. That there were these connections. So we see that Perkins Coie goes on to pay Fusion GPS, an opposition research firm, who then pays Christopher Steele, an investigator hired by Fusion GPS, who produced the infamous Steele dossier that Clinton came forward with, a combination of rumor, innuendo, and outlandish claims about Trump and Russia. Hillary Clinton, Christopher Steele, and Michael Sussman all informed to the FBI. Now, Michael Sussman's been indicted because he lied to the FBI, again, saying he had no connection to anyone. He was just a private citizen who thought he was doing the right thing, coming forward with this information that he had about the current president of the United States of America. But no, he was just lying. He was lying. And now the law firm that he worked for is being subpoenaed. They're under investigation. And CNN themselves says it sounds like, let's go back to that. Let's go to the top. Sound indication that Durham could be trying to build a broader criminal case. Against who? Who? It's Hillary Clinton. It's all conjecture. You think they heard me? If I die tomorrow, I Clinton myself. All right. So we see red pills left and right, like I was saying earlier. We see comedian Russell Brand coming out with his video that got like 2.3 million views about how Trump was right about Hillary and Russia, when many of us were saying, yeah, we tried to tell you all along. You labeled us as crazy white supremacists who just were toeing the line for Donald Trump because we thought this whole case was nonsense against the sitting president. Oh, yeah, but we're crazy. Oh, but now you see. Now you see. Onward. Here's another red pill. This one, what I'm going to show you next, really delighted me. Growing up, like, talking about music, the music I was into as a kid, I never really fell into, like, the pop. I always thought the pop stations were kind of manufactured, and it really wasn't for me, though there were some pop songs, I'm not going to lie, I really loved, and some pop artists that I really loved. But Pitbull was never on that list. I was never into reggaeton. Maybe it's just because I'm a white boy who can't fucking dance to save his life. But he has been... I forget, he had come out with that video prior, just months ago, basically making it very clear where he stood in the political sphere and how he felt about what's going on in America. I can't remember it well enough to cite it, so I'm not going to say anything and be wrong and sound like an idiot like I already do. But I'm going to play you the newest video of Pitbull on stage talking about how much he loves the United States of America. It's awesome.
Whoever the fuck doesn't like the United States of America, may God bless you. But fuck you at the same time. If you don't like the United States of America, go back to the countries that we the fuck from, and you'll see how much you appreciate the United States of America.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. And listen, you hear that cheering crowd? Anyway, we're seeing this turn. The tide is turning all across America. People are waking up. People do not like Joe Biden. And I think people voted for Joe Biden knowing they didn't like Joe Biden. They just thought, Orange Man bad. Got to get this guy and his mean tweets out of the White House. He's going to go to war with China. And now you have this.
Yeah.
You have this bumbling old man that can barely make his way into the White House when he gets off a helicopter. People are waking up left and right. They're seeing what's happening, and people do not like Joe Biden. So let's get to my point with all of this. I'm sure you've seen some of the videos over the past weeks of people at stadiums. Fuck Joe Biden. Oh, sorry. Joe Biden. And then we saw it most recently at the congressional game, where obviously he was being cheered too. We saw some of that. But I mean, with his... I think the way Tim Pool said it, when his approval rating is the way it is, I think the boos kind of went out in this situation. And this, I'm just going to show you the whole video because it goes on to show you basically every time recently that Joe has been booed or mocked or crowds have chanted F Joe in public. This is the American sentiment. This is how America feels about Joe Biden. At least the majority of the country, I truly believe this. So I'm going to play you the clip. Here we go.
You suck!
What are the people who died? What would they be thinking? They think this makes sense for us to do this kind of thing where you ride down the street and someone has a sign saying F so-and-so, or, I mean...
If it's Trump, he wouldn't care.
Who we are.
Joe Biden! Joe Biden!
Fantastic job by a really great young
here's
man.
Donnie.
He's got a big future, and
People love it.
we're just honored. We're just honored. Thank you.
That's what everybody's saying. I don't think you hear that back home. Everybody's screaming right now. where people are going nuts.
You mean what he say? You mean what he say? Oh, this is good. Terrible.
You're a mud for what you did to Afghanistan. Terrible, terrible.
Terrible.
Don't sniff him.
Look, don't sniff him.
Terrible.
Look at these people. They're like, shame on you. It's like, don't step on me. Shame on you, Biden.
We love the blue.
You're the best,
I'll
sir.
say it loud. You know, you're not
Hear that? You're the
supposed to say
best,
it.
sir.
Hey, Joe! You finally got out of the basement! Hey, Joe!
Yes.
Don't jump! Don't jump! Don't jump!
Don't jump. That's what he comes back with.
He ain't gonna do This West died in 2011 Afghanistan for what? This guy to pull this leave them in ruins and leave Americans behind. Ronald Wiltrick buried in Arlington, 2011, December 11th. For what? He lost his life for what?
Powerful, man. God.
Joe, you're a disgrace to the Catholic faith. Joe,
Look at this old couple out there. It's just them, I think.
Joe,
they mean it, dude.
Disgrace to the Catholic faith. Joe.
Yeah, and here he is in 2012. This is where it all began.
Rained down on Biden and his supporters on the last stretch. Still, Biden kept smiling.
I bet he did. That son of a bitch. So people haven't liked Joe Biden for a very long time, and it's very clear in this country right now. What about when Hillary was running? And everything coming out now about Hillary's campaign. Are people still going to stand behind Hillary? Nope. Apparently not in Ireland. Hillary recently visited Ireland, Queen's University, where she is the chancellor. Did you know Hillary Clinton is the chancellor of Queen's University in Ireland? Did you know that? So here she is. So before I show you the video, here she is coming in this ridiculous outfit. She's got this chancellor robe on, and she's got this like, looks like Greta Thunberg behind her, carrying her like, what do you call it? The tail? I don't know. I'm just gonna show you the video. There it is. It's Greta Thunberg. That's Greta Thunberg. Calling her a war criminal. Fuck yourself, I just heard. Gotta love it. All over the world. People standing up to these monsters. That's all I got, guys, for today. I just figured I'd pop in. I just love you all so much. See you later, guys.